Anthony Aluysius Gripshover, he is going to get into a car crash. I want to say when he's 18 years of age in 1973. So you have Camillus and Teresa, and they have 10 kids. But then Teresa's going to die, and then Tony's going to die. Teresa died earlier in the year, and then Tony died on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving 1973, drunk driving incident, most likely a drunk driving incident. But before that had happened, he got kicked out of the house. He got this vehicle. He started living his life. He wasn't being a good slave. Got chucked out of the house. The whole family turned against him. Nobody asked about his food, water, clothing, security. When the mother dies, Tony comes back to the house. Because, of course, he would. And the oldest, Charlie, biggest, dumbest motherfucker you'll ever fucking meet, and shittiest, dumbest, and shittiest piece of shit you'll ever fucking meet, he tells Tony, "You killed our mom. You killed our mom." So, that's absurd on its face. That's prima facie. That's absurd prima facie. He was defending. Actually, it was the opposite. He didn't murder his mother. Right. She died of colon cancer. He picked up a rock, and she had colon cancer, and then the colon cancer, she, succumbed to this colon cancer. However, that happens. But the point was you got this car, you're doing what you want to do in life. This 1970s. This is right after the 60s, right? The best decade in American history. So the reason why I mention this is just because it's the exact opposite. Yeah, it was kind of stupid that he said something like that. You killed our mother. I was back at my apartment watching TV. How in the hell? But the point is, you pissed Dad off. Dad, said you're the bad guy. We all turned our back on you. And now look what happened. See, you upset Papa. And now Mama's dead. Why'd you do that? That's not how, health and medicine works. I don't know if you took anatomy or biology, but Camillus Gripshover used to beat his wife. Teresa, when Camillus would come home drunk, Teresa would take him down to the basement, apparently to spare her children of the violence. She's going to die in her 50s. She's going to die young. Youngish. She was overweight, so she's stressed. She's doing all this farm work. She has all these kids. She's getting her ass kicked every goddamn day. And I don't know if picking up a huge rock could cause colon cancer, but I could see that. I could see that. But I'm not for sure. I don't understand. But she's overworked. She's being, tormented and beat. She's overworked. Her kids are watching, not saying anything. So the husband's beating the wife's body, and then you have Tony Gripshover, who actually, instead of beating her body, he would go, if any of his schoolmates, anybody, was making fun of her, he would defend her. He would defend her honor. Hey, don't you dare talk about my fat mother. Only we could talk about my fat mother like that. You can't talk about my fat mother like that. And so I feel like it's actually it was the opposite. Tony not only didn't murder Teresa Gripshover, Tony Gripshover was saving Teresa. Tony Gripshover was saving Teresa. He said, don't hurt her body. Don't even make fun of her body. She's overweight. She's sick. She's probably going to die soon. And that's why Camillus needed to say, get the hell out of here. You think you're your own man? You think you're your own person? You think you're going to go out there and grab the world by its tail? You think what? You're going to get a wife and get a good job and buy your own farm and lead your own life? How dare you? How dare you? He's going to yell at Kathy and says, and you want to get your license, as if getting a driver's license that was the problem, not the fact that Camillus was a tyrannical, abusive, alcoholic piece of shit. That wasn't the problem. No, it was having a little bit of freedom in the 60s and 70s. Camillus fucking, he didn't fight in Normandy, but he fought World War II. So, is that what you fought? Fucking Nazis in World War II just to tell your kids that they shouldn't be allowed to get their license? So, Tony Gripshover is mine. Anthony Aluysius Gripshover is mine. Teresa and Camillus, they're my grandparents, but they're both dead before I was born. Teresa died 9 years before I was born, but her spirit came back into my life when there was some turbulence, and it was like, well, my mom took it, she lived through hell, and well, we all, mom got beat, so we all deserve to get beat, so and that was Eve Vasky. Eve Vasky is going to come back to tell us about Teresa got beat. Well, mom got beat, so, who gives a fuck about you? And it's weird that Eve Vasky even had an opinion at all, because she never asked me what I went through. Who the fuck would sit there and judge a situation without knowing all the facts? Well, judging by the two things that you just said and the one thing you just said, I've got the answer. You don't want to gather all the facts first? You don't want to... So, a lot of motherfuckers have done that. Just assumed 1 million crimes like it's nothing. I mean, 1 million might be a bit of an exaggeration, but dozens and dozens, hundreds, if not thousands of times. So that's not a good legacy for Teresa. Teresa got beat. Since Teresa got beat, we all gotta go get beat. Who gives a goddamn fuck, huh? That's crazy. Anyways, I knew Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy was a friend of mine. And you, sir, are no Jack Kennedy.